See, fresher tattoo is all about only after you participate in that hunting or after only you drop the head, you are allowed to make this fresher tattoo.
Located in a remote corner of northeast India, bordered by Assam and Burma, lies the land of the Konyak Naga, one of the fiercest warrior tribes of Nagaland. Headhunting was once the heart of Naga society. Almost all the tribes in Nagaland used to practice headhunting. But it is the Konyak tribe that holds a special place in the stories and laws surrounding them. The Konyak tribe was known for their headhunting prowess. When they used to visit the neighboring villages, they used to rip off the head of their enemies and bring back the head to their village as a trophy. These heads would then be adorned on the walls and doorways of the warriors' homes. The men who would bring back severed heads used to be hailed as a hero and a warrior. The Konyaks believed that the skull contains all the soul force and power of the being. This soul force is strongly related to the prosperity and fertility of the land, bountiful crops, and general well-being of the villages. And human skulls contain the strongest soul force. So they used to go to their neighboring villages and rip off the head of their enemy and bring them back to their own village. Headhunting provided the hunter a status of a great warrior, and it increased their social standing through the making of facial tattoos. While headhunting was practiced among almost all the tribes of Nagaland, it is the tattoos that make the Konyak tribe unique. There were other reasons for getting tattoos as well. Tattoos on the chest depicted the different stages of life. For women, tattoos mark their physical journey. A young Konyak girl would get a tattoo done on the calves of her leg. When she is engaged, she would get a tattoo on their knees. Only a female of noble origin would get a tattoo on her arms or neck. The tattoos were done only by the women belonging to the noble families of the arms or chiefs. Only the Angyas or the queen would make the tattoos on the bodies of the Konyak men. Tattooing was a painful process. Combs were made from palm spike bound together by plant fibers. These combs were dipped in special ink and then hammered on the skin continuously to make patterns. Tattooing was to be done on a single day, otherwise the pain would become unbearable. Owling Festival is a major festival of the Konyak tribe. This is a spring festival observed to welcome the colors of the spring and mark the new season for sowing. Celebrated every year in April, Owling is the time for meeting friends and families and making new friends. There is celebration in all the villages. People dress up in their traditional attires, headdresses and jewelry. There are celebrations with songs, dances and feasts. The women sing folk songs and the men perform war dances. It is undoubtedly a spectacle to watch. Officially, the headhunting practices were banned and prohibited by the British in 1935, but the practice continued in the Konyak villages till 1970s. With the arrival of Christian missionaries, the practice of headhunting finally came to an end. Tattooing too was gradually banned after the 1970s. The practice of headhunting and tattooing has long since stopped. Today, only a few of the headhunters remain. Most of them are well over their 70s and they have converted to Christianity. From the days of hunting, today they find their solace in the Gospels. Maybe in another decade or so, the fearsome headhunters of Nagaland will only be in stories and photographs. Until then, we wish them well.